All right, how did I get into fitness and why am I so passionate about it? These are the questions I'm going to address now. So, as an online fitness coach, my job is basically to help people get in shape, live healthier, make better choices, look and feel better. This is my job, right? And in order to be a believable and authentic coach, you need to have your own health in check, right? I mean, not every fitness pro eats 100% healthy and clean. Not every fitness pro works out every single day. Not every fitness pro sleeps 8+ hours a night. This is just not the truth. However, overall, you should practice what you preach, and therefore you should be fit. You should be represent a fit and healthy individual, right? Because otherwise, you know, you're just not believable and people would not really trust you. This is my opinion on it. Now, this brings us to the question, how did I get into fitness in the first place? Because obviously I was not just born as a fit and healthy. Well, yeah, I was born healthy. That is kind of true. But I was not born as like a fit and muscular guy, right? So, brings us to the question again, how did I get into fitness? It's a little bit of story time here. My first steps into the gym were actually back when I was 16 years old. Back then, I just started my apprenticeship in IT. Okay, in IT, something not related to fitness at all. And back then, we would do exams. I think every year or so, we would have some finals or like exams in order to get to the next year. And during the first year, my grades were just not that good. Now, my supervisor at the time, he called me in, also my parents actually, and he told me or told my parents something has to change because Martin's grades are just not acceptable. We need to make him more study. We need to get better results, like better grades. Back then, I was playing soccer, I think 2 times per week. And so it comes that I quit soccer, basically to study more, quote unquote, right? Now, little did my supervisor know that I picked up a new hobby, gym, fitness, that in the end requires much, much more time than playing soccer 2 times a week, right? Now, for some reason, I really don't know why, but I got better. I got better at school. So my supervisor was happy, didn't have to call me in again, and my parents. But what I sure as hell knew is that I got hooked. Like from the very beginning, I remember actually the first few weeks in the gym, someone who had worked there at the time, he came to me and said, "Look, Martin, you're new into fitness. You need to do this plan I created for you 2 times per week. All you have to do." And believe me or not, I said, "No way I'm going to only work out for 2 days a week. Sure as hell not. Instead, I'm going to work out 4 or 5 times per week." All right? Since the very beginning. And back then, I had no idea about how to eat properly or about macronutrients, about protein and whatnot. Like, I just wanted to work out. It felt good, and I got some results, right? So I got hooked from the very first moment. And it's been now 13 years, I would say. Yeah, pretty much 13 years. And I still go to the gym 5 times per week. So super, super consistent. I would say I never really took a week off. Actually, one. It happened once when I got a tattoo This is when I took a week off. Other than that, I cannot really recall a single week when I just like took an entire week off. It's pretty crazy to think about it. But yeah, this is how it all started, how I got into fitness, and yeah, when I realized, dude, this is my passion, this is what I want to do. Not only for a hobby, which it was in the beginning, but eventually, turned into my career, to my like day-to-day job, right? So now you're probably asking, it's been so long, you're so consistent, what do you do that you don't lose motivation? Why do you still do it? Because like fitness is hard, it's like time consuming, or it could be time consuming. Why do you still do it? What's the reason? What's the motivation? Now, I think in the very beginning, it was purely the results I saw, right? My body changed. Like month to month, I could see results. I could see my body changing in a good way. I could lift heavier weights. And this is what drove me, right? I'm a very small guy. So I'm 166, super small. Was not very happy about like my height, obviously. This, however, I couldn't change. What I could change is like, obviously, how wide, like how much muscle I have. So I would just focus on that, right? Focus on what you actually have control over. Now, nowadays, it's a bit different because, yeah, the looks still interest me, and I'm certainly work out to look good, look athletic, look muscular, look ripped. But what is even more important for me today is basically fitness and health. What I think fitness and health is just the foundation for everything, for pretty much everything in life, okay? Because think about it. You can have the most expensive car, you can have the nicest mansion there is, you can live at the beach, you can have all the money in this world so that you can possibly travel the world. But if your health is out of control, if you're not healthy and possibly not even able to walk or to travel, then not any of that means anything really, right? And that's not everything, of course, but like this is very, very important. Like fitness and health is the foundation. It's really the foundation. Now, for me, fitness is the thing I have control over no matter what. No matter what I'm going through, whether I have a good time, whether I have a bad time, fitness keeps me grounded. When I feel on the top of the world, when I feel down, it keeps me somehow sane. It's almost like a drug, maybe. And I really use it as an anchor to not only look and feel good, but also like, for my mental health. I need that. Because, everything is constantly changing. Like, even in my life, like I'm having all these ups and downs, and I've been traveling a lot, and then the entire story with my daughter. I emigrated to Brazil. Like I literally started a new life over there, and then changes in career, and life happens. But there's one constant in my life, and this is fitness. All right. Whether I was in Australia, in the United States, in Brazil, whether I was like on the very bottom and I didn't know what to do, and also when I was like on the top and I felt just amazing, and I thought like, dude, life is like so beautiful, and like I literally felt like the king of the world at times. I'm sure you can tell some situations as well where you just feel amazing, and other times you just feel down. This is just like usual, normal life, I think. But what keeps me grounded and what is consistent throughout that is fitness. Okay, this is something I can control, and so it really keeps me grounded. It keeps me sane, and I really need fitness in my life, okay, to function properly, I would say. Then another thing I love about fitness is the discipline I could develop. I literally learned that from fitness, like going to the gym, whether I like it or not, pushing through when I'm tired and so on. This is a skill I acquired through fitness. Then I applied it to my fitness business, so my consulting business. And I became successful there too. I think it's a very valuable skill that fitness taught me, and super happy about it. So yeah, this is another reason why I love it, because you can literally, there's so many parallels, not only between fitness and business, but then also to other aspects, or to, so often I have situations where I see, okay, this is exact the same thing in fitness. I still need to do it whether I like it or not, or I still need to show up. You can even compare it with my daughter, because like there too, like I need to show up, or for my clients, I need to show up no matter what. Because if I don't show up, dude, my clients are going to be disappointed. And my daughter, if I don't show up, phew, I would be a bad father, right? But I don't want to be that, right? So I better show up. And I have the discipline. I learned it through fitness. And now I can apply it to all other aspects in life. And it's working. And then, of course, the looks, the aesthetics. Yeah, that's important for me as well. Yeah, I don't have to say anything about this, right? Now, obviously, there are days when I don't feel like going to the gym, when I don't feel like eating healthily. That's normal. Everyone has those days, or even these weeks, or, But still, you might be thinking there must be a secret to stay motivated, right? Because I've been doing this for, again, 13 years. Consistently. Without the week off. Now, unfortunately, there is not really such a thing. There is no secret, because like in the end, like I've been doing this so long that it just got a habit. I do it like brushing my teeth, like doing my work, like whatever you do on a daily basis. It's just like on autopilot for me, right? Now, in my early days, I would watch sometimes motivational videos before the gym to hype me up. Back then, it was Greg Blitt, it was Lazar Angelov, it was Cis, all these fitness guys that were very famous and popular back then. I looked them up, I watched their videos, and I just got this hype because I looked up to them, and I saw like how muscular they are, and how beastie they work out in the gym. And after that, I was just like pumped and hyped up for the gym, and ready to crush the weights there, right? Just ready for a killer session. Now, I don't do this anymore, mainly because also it wouldn't hype me up anymore. And I know I cannot go to the gym and crush it every single day. It's just not possible. And yeah, I wouldn't even have the energy to do that, like nor the time to watch the videos. Now, I don't do this anymore. It's really just on autopilot, because in my routine, I go to the gym. Every now and then, I still have a pre-workout as my pre-workout ritual. So I would sit down, sip on my pre-workout to signal my body, get prepared for the gym. Sometimes it's with caffeine, sometimes it's without caffeine. It really depends on how my night was, whether I got enough sleep or how I feel, because pre-workouts shouldn't be taken every single day. not good, okay? But every now and then I can still find myself watching some old YouTube videos. Not from these YouTubers, from these fitness icons, but from myself, okay? And it's not that I look at myself and tell myself, dude, you're such a beast, and uh, not at all. Like, I'm not a narcissist, right? But on the other hand, I look at old videos and I just think, holy crap, how skinny was I? Or how the fuck could I do that back then when I was into calisthenics? Like all these crazy moves and like the iron cross and front lever and the muscle ups with the weights around my waist and all that. It's crazy, and somehow it just makes me realize how far I've come and that I'm on a good path, right? Because I have these days, it's just normal when I feel like I don't want to go, why I'm doing this, like, I've been training for so long and there are still guys with less experience and they got better results and whatnot. But yeah, just seeing from where I came from, what I've achieved so far, and like how I changed it just changes the focus on me again. Because let's be honest, what this guy or that guy does, it doesn't matter. You should never, obviously we always do that, but you should never compare yourself to someone else. You don't know their background, you don't know what they're taking, you don't know how long they've been doing that. But what this does, it changes the focus on me again, made me realize how far I've come, and this motivates me, obviously, because I'm saying, okay, I've achieved that, I was this, now I'm that, and my turn is not even over yet. I haven't even peaked yet, and who knows what's to come. And it's really this reflection of my journey that then gives me this push and this motivation, whatever you want to call it, to go and get after it. Okay, this is not something I do on a daily basis, probably not even once a week, but every now and then I find myself doing that. So maybe if you have such a situation and you feel just like you don't want to go, then perhaps this helps. Perhaps this helps if you look at old pictures and maybe 2 years ago you were a bit obese, you were out of shape, didn't do any sports, and then you look at yourself today. Maybe you lost 10 kilograms of fat, you look athletic, maybe you're doing more sports now, you're eating more healthily. And this is just a sign you're doing well, you're on track. Yes, there is potential, probably. There's always potential, and you can get better, you can improve. And this is also what we're all after, right? Because, the name of this podcast is Stronger Than Yesterday. And if you think about it, then there is really no end goal, because the clock ticks day after day. And the goal is just to get stronger every single day until we run out of time, right? 1% better every single day. Stronger than yesterday. It's a good motto to live by.